100%. 100%. I'm ready.
Right. Okay, we're here with this fucking guy. What was it? Someone I've known
Appreciate
for.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Someone
Appreciate it.
someone I've known for quite a while. Really met him on Twitch. So give me a bit of an introduction to yourself.
Oh shit, man. So my name's Alex. I go by Sushi, xOhSushi. Live in the States, Florida specifically. I've been gaming since '09. Oh, I mean, I'm pretty much been gaming since I was like fucking 5, but um I didn't start getting like competitively until like Black Ops 1.
Just pretty
And
much
then
your.
after that, I was just like a COD fan. I was usually just COD, Call of Duty. And then I kind of expanded my gaming. I think it was 2019, 2020, just around there,
It
like
did,
2021.
yeah, then I don't think the way we met was a bit weird, but I was on Twitch, bored as fuck one night. Came in your stream, you had 24 followers. I was the 25th.
Dude, I remember that. Yes, I
Um,
only had 24
you had
followers. I was like, dude,
24.
and that was from like I think friends and stuff.
Yeah,
So I think realistically speaking, you were like one of the first randoms to like
like
hop into my
yeah.
stream.
And then we spent how long rating Overwatch Arse? We sat there rating the cheeks of each character, which was fun.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, it was Brig and then
Soldier
I think
and
Soldier and then Kiriko, Tracer.
oh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this man tries to do it all, and you recently just quit your day job as well.
I did. I did. I just quit FedEx. Not for streaming though. I just quit it because it was just bad management.
Oh, it's just fair
So
enough. Every place has got those issues. So
yeah.
we'll do some proper questions and then whatever. So what made you want to start streaming?
I've always wanted to. I think it was like a lot of people. Well, technically, it was like a while ago that my friend was bugging us to do it, and he was the one that recently passed away, like I think 3 years ago, 3 4 years ago. I don't remember. But he's always been bugging us about like streaming stuff, and then my friend started doing it, and I just never had the time. I was going through some stuff. I was going through like I had my child and all that. I didn't have the proper equipment, but I always wanted to, just because like my personality and stuff. It's very unhinged, but I am
I can attest to
also
that. Yes, you are.
yeah, but I'm also very open to a lot of things, so I'm not really closed-minded. I'm very open-minded to, I do get along with everybody. So at some point I was like, you know what? I wanted to start streaming. I wanted to get up there, trying to,
Yeah.
work my way up. And after that, like I think I bit the bullet on buying a PC, and then I just went from there. And then I was pretty much, yeah.
I'm pretty much in the same boat as you in terms of the content stuff. I have a mate called Pine the Editor. Fucking, he's a nice guy, but Jesus Christ, he can be annoying. Um, but no, he bugged me. He's like, "Oh, dude, you should, start streaming and all this." And I was like, "Well, what the fuck should I name myself? Because I don't know." And this is during a time where the is live stuff was just booming. If you had it in your name, so I thought, right, I'll short my PSN name, add a Y on there, and just slap his Y live, and that's how Dreddy was born. And it's how I've been known for ages. So, and it's worked for me, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, you gotta stick with it, you know?
Oh, well, yeah, 100%. It's my brand. And plus, for fuck's sake, I got art commissioned of Baldric, the skin I use it Overwatch the most.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, it was like the same for me. I think it was like for streaming those. I told myself I was like, dude, I could game all I want regardless of streaming, but if it's like something that I'm passionate about, then I might as well do it for
Oh,
something, make it a career or make it something out of it, like
yeah.
start streaming and
Same time, it does help with motivation a lot. I found with myself. If I'm like down a dump something, I'll start a stream. It'll keep me going. It'll stop me from losing my absolute sanity at Overwatch, which you've moved away from. You're mainly doing what, Fortnite at this point?
yeah, I just moved to Fortnite. Um I did enjoy Overwatch 100%. It's just a lot of people were bugging me to for it. And then after that, I think that's when it kind of grew from there. Like Overwatch was like at a plateau where I was like, all right, I could get as much followers. but at the same time, it was like it was very limited. And then I think it was like within a community that I was in with like Call of Duty from some guy, and he had more Fortnite play. He was playing COD, but he had more Fortnite players on there. And then I was in that community. They started bugging me about hopping on Fort and whatnot, and I was like, okay. Told myself I'll never get Fort because I was never into that game. And here I
Well,
am now
yeah,
with
here you are now,
playing
yeah.
Fort
Yeah,
religiously.
because I met the likes of Skinny as well through you. Great guy.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah,
He's definitely a
he's a
funny
funny
dude.
dude. He's a funny dude. And then then there's your kid. There's xOhSushi, who's just fucking. She's got that mischievous look in her eyes. You can just tell.
Dude, she has an attitude, 100%. Like I know she's gonna have one.
Oh yeah, yeah. She'll get it from you. She'll definitely get it from you. She'll probably get your attitude as well. Just your mannerisms.
I mean, the comedy side, the funny side, she'll get it from me.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely. But no. So what else? Really, you've got Snake.
I do have a pet snake. His name's Boomer. I had him for quite some time now. I think it was like 7, 8 years now. So
Which
it's
is,
my first pet.
which I'm pretty sure snakes live for a while. I don't know. I'm no biologist. I'm more of a
It's
dog person myself. So
Yeah, I think they average between like 15, 20, 25 years, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, like specifically a ball python. I think, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but it's around 15 to 20. Like that's average.
yeah,
So he's
for most dogs, it's between 10 and 12 years, 15 if you're lucky. But by year
that's human years,
15,
right?
yeah, but human
Right?
years
That's you.
and yeah,
Yeah.
human years, dog years are different for some weird
Right.
reason because they experience time at a faster rate than us. But you also collect shoes or sneakers, as you
Uh,
Americans call it. See,
it's
right
not.
behind you.
Yeah, we do. Wait, so you guys call it sneakers?
No, no, we call them trainers.
Trainers?
Trainers, we call them trainers.
But do you call any shoe trainer, or is it just depends on the shoe?
That's a shoe. Shoe. Sometimes a shoe's a shoe, and then there's a trainer, then there's boots.
Uh, so what do you call Vans? Vans would be trainers?
No, vans are just we just call vans vans. We don't
Oh,
really give we don't give them any classifications. Like Doc Martens, they get called DMs here mostly
okay.
is what we
Yeah,
call them.
so yes. I do have it's like 12, 13 pairs of Vans. I think um I've worn maybe not gonna lie. I've worn maybe all of them except like two so far.
You do have some weird ones in there, some funny ones. You have all your
I do, man. I have like Winnie the Pooh ones. I have some Cheetah ones. I have some SpongeBob ones. I think the weirdest ones I have would be it's like a flower checkerboard cheetah print on them. So
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's like
yeah.
the
Like
weirdest combination I
the
got.
cheat ones could steal any girl. Like the cheaters
Oh
could win over.
yeah,
Like they
no,
see
100%.
they see that they
Those
go,
would be
hey
put out.
yo.
Those would be put out on a specific, time. So
Oh yeah, oh
I'm
yeah,
just
oh
waiting
yeah,
for that.
yeah, yeah. Ladies, the Cheeto shoes stay on. They do not
Hey
come
man,
off.
I I could have brought them out like on a Saturday night when I got drunk. So
Which, could be, but you also run the risk of getting them dirty or something spilling them, which is not what you want realistically at the end of the day.
I do take care of them though.
Yeah, that's
No, it's
good.
good. Like I don't keep them like traditional Vans when like people like they'll use them as beaters and then keep them dirty. I usually keep mine clean, white on the bottom. Especially my white ones too. Like I keep them freshly new.
Yeah, which is a good thing. So, but what will be next for you in terms of content creation?
Content, I do have to expand right now. Like since I don't have a day job, I'm focusing on a lot on clips with Twitch. Or not, my bad. A lot of clips, posting them on TikTok. But I think it would have to be the bigger step would be like YouTube videos. So pretty much grab the live content from Twitch and then,
And
cutting
put
it down to like
yeah,
10 minutes or so on a YouTube video.
and put it in
I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
that would be
like the way some streamers do it, like AR12 gaming is mainly Forza creator. What he does is he does a big stream and then he starts a video halfway through his stream, and then his editors clip it, crop it down, and hunt it onto YouTube. And sometimes on the
Yeah.
video they do some more editing, make it a bit more fancy. So what they tend to do, and then you've got content creators like Poe, who's a fellow Brigman, which I've mentioned her in the Snap interview, who I do want to interview because she's just chaotic as all hell, and their battle.net is, I think it's Goblin Milkers.
Right.
She's just crazy. So they'll take clips from TikTok and all that, well, Twitch, put on TikTok, and then that feeds them views, which then gains more traction. At the same time, they'll simultaneously stream on TikTok.
I I tried TikTok live. It didn't go really well. I'm just gonna say that. Uh
Sometimes they can go. Sometimes the lives can go well. Other times they just go right down into the ditch, and then you just can't come back from it.
yeah, I mean, I will say that TikTok live has a lot more traffic. So you'll get a lot more people joining the lives rather than Twitch. Twitch is more,
Yeah,
kind of like central where you need
yeah.
a community.
Twitch,
TikTok, it's like people are
yeah, pretty
scrolling
much
through.
just doom scrolling.
Yeah, and then they'll randomly just if you're on a certain subject like video game or for Minecraft, whatever you're doing, like those people that have that interest in the algorithm or have that algorithm, you're randomly gonna pop up
Eh,
on their
Sometimes they'll
live
stay,
before you
sometimes
finish.
not. That's the thing. Twitch is very much centralized around community. Building a community on Twitch is pretty hard consistently. You can do it; it's possible, but TikTok realistically is the best place to build one. But then getting them over to
Yeah.
come over to Twitch, it's a different story because Twitch pays better than TikTok does usually.
You I'm
Um,
glad you understand about that. Like it's very hard to get one people from one platform and then try to bring them to like a Twitch. Like it's very, very difficult. Like you won't
but yeah, it's
like
it,
I
it's you can plug your Twitch all you want, but sometimes they'll just go, "Now sit on your TikTok stream," and it's like, well, if you come to my Twitch, boosts my numbers more. I can see chat easier. You get a better view of the gameplay. So, but some folks just like the simplicity of staying on one app and just following you on there, leaving your notification on, and just going repeatedly onto that app and doing it that way,
no, no,
which is just
no, 100%.
yeah. And then and it's from Twitch. If they follow you from TikTok, Twitch, though, you might get the odd occasion they follow you to YouTube, but you've really got to market that site. You've really got to market YouTube because if you don't market it, you're not going to get any traffic on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much like why like I said earlier, I think the next thing would be YouTube Shorts to try to get some traffic in there and then hopefully get them to my live when I go on Twitch. And then if not, that's fine. Like they can stay on, whatever platform they find you on first, and then they can just see the shorter version of like the live from Twitch. Sometimes people don't want to fucking be there for 3 hours watching you stream. Sometimes they do. I know there's the fighting moments that they'll probably catch on, and then you just upload it on YouTube. I mean, um, it's just a lot of expanding that I have to do, which I have to
Yeah,
get
for sure.
into as well.
I feel like when
So
you're on like just TikTok and Twitch, some people will watch maybe about an hour or 30 minutes at most, and then go.
yeah,
The only way you really retain viewership on Twitch is if you're doing drops for games, you're linking
I-
your drops. That's when a lot of people tend to stay the most. It's like with Overwatch, when Overwatch is like really big drops on, you'll see the fact that Overwatch's numbers just go right the way up. Same with when a new season starts. The, Overwatch just skyrockets. It skyrockets in terms of viewership, and then it settles back down. It slowly goes back down and simmers where it is.
yeah. That is 100% true. I just keep on forgetting like I don't even think Fortnite even has a lot of drops. I think mostly it's games like Overwatch and sometimes Minecraft when they do capes. Marvel
That's
Rivals, another
pretty
big one that
much.
does. Yeah.
On the note
So
of rivals and Overwatch, would you, go with the rivals or anything like that in the future just to see, or you're still a hard, Fortnite Call of Duty motherfucker?
I mean, I was playing Rivals for a bit. I think the season before they started season one, so like I'd say like season zero, like when they first started. I hit GM on it, so which is pretty dope. And I wasn't like it was a grind. But other than that, it was good. I mean, I don't have nothing wrong with Marvel. Like I play Marvel here and there. It's just like a lot of I would say I'm more focused on what people would want me to play or what people like to see. So I kind of see like if I'm on fort, my numbers are doing well. If I'm on another game, my numbers are kind of eh.
Yeah,
So
which it incentivizes you to stay in that one game. It's like
yeah, yeah.
I've got like 100 and something followers on Twitch, but most of those followers came from when I was streaming Minecraft day in, day out. That's all I streamed. And
Yeah.
then I made the gradual switch to Siege, switch to Siege, retained some
Mhm.
viewers, and then I converted to Overwatch. And then numbers fluctuate like hell because there's that many Overwatch streamers. It's really hard to stand out in that space and find your niche. But you'll get those ones where if you are just stupid enough, you're funny enough, and you make a certain character that's not overly mained, or you're really positive like Snap, whose entire thing spreading positivity community. That stuff really booms, and then you can garner community behind you. So if you don't find that groove, you're gonna be clawing at sand essentially.
100%, dude. I agree with you 100%. That is completely 100% true, which is crazy. It's like, yeah, it's before I even started streaming, my friend was like, you either have to be really, really good at the game, or you have to be obviously like even on Overwatch, I didn't have my TTV on there. So I think that was like maybe a mistake that I did. I know it's like kind of like I always see like games like that. It's kind of risky whether you want to put them like that. I know Fortnite is like whatever. Like I have my TTV stuff on, so like it's my name and then TTV. I know for games like Overwatch or Marvel, it's like you want to put it on there, but it's you do get shit talked a lot.
Oh yeah,
Like
100%.
people just up in their stream. Like
I
Fortnite's a different. I think the Fortnite community is like kind of a little bit more open and stuff.
Yeah, Fortnite communities, it's two. You get the squeakers that are just really raging at the game, and then their mum comes along and then goes, you comment park it in. Or you've got the adults who just came off their 9 to 5 and just really don't give a shit if they died a Twitch streamer. Like they don't care.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like Fortnite's all yeah, it's like I've had more respects on Fortnite when people come in and either they kill me, like I get fucking gangbanged by like four people and three of them are streaming and then they come it happened a couple days ago where they came on my stream, they're like, yo, GG's, GG's. Like I wasn't butthurt about it. Like if they're gonna shit on me, like respect respect is due where respect is due. Like I will give respect where respect is due, and I was like, "Yo, GG's guys." I mean, they followed me and stuff, which was pretty cool. So, and it was like three or four of them that came in my stream. Not after
Jeez.
talking shit, whatever. Like, yo, you guys are. I was by myself. I'm not gonna talk shit back, but
It's like an Overwatch I used to run with my name Dreddy's Live, and then I would get people going, right, you have live in your name. It's kind of an automatic
yeah.
target. And then I would get people coming to my fucking Twitch stream, shit talking, and then fucking off. So I shortened
Or
it
the
from
opposite
Dread.
team.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
like the opposite team, like Reinhardt
Um,
diff or fucking Soldier diff. It's like, bro, I
it's like,
tried,
bro, fuck off. And
Yeah.
then so I shortened it from Dreddy's Life just down to Dreddy because it's so simple. It's inconspicuous. You're not really gonna cop that I am streaming. I am a streamer. At the end of the day, you're not gonna cop that type of thing. So it's a lot easier. But it's like Overwatch. It's the community's not as toxic as it was. It's gotten a lot better in recent times,
That's good.
due to Stat. His influence. He's been a really amazing guy overall, helping promote positivity. Basically, say get the fuck out of my community if you're gonna be a toxic asshole. We don't want you here. Basically, the community's got a lot better, but because rivals and Overwatch are now going head to head a lot more because Overwatch finally has competition. You're getting the rivals players going to Overwatch when the rivals gets bad, and when Overwatch gets bad, the Overwatch players go to rivals.
Think at that time, at that point, it'd be like the same community just going back and forth.
It is,
Whether
yeah.
people are toxic or not, it's the same kind of community. Like,
It's the same
especially when there's like
community.
global chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a global chat in the fucking in the game. So like you're shit talking in the middle of a game to like other the opposite team.
Don't get me wrong. You put something in chat like, "Hey, DPS, can you help me a bit more?" And they can take that as you being toxic. When matter of fact, you don't mean it's toxic, but it's just how they read it,
Yeah,
which does
yeah. I
suck.
mean, it does happen a lot in like gold, plat ranks, maybe diamond. Um, I've kind of seen where like I was up in GM. Um, especially like in teams, like I've got told to swap, and I swapped and we won the next two games. I was like, I think up there they're more respected on whether, depending on who it is on and how they take it.
But yeah, 100%.
It's just the more toxic people are golden play 100%. So that's
Oh,
where I was
yeah,
stuck on
definitely.
for like Overwatch for like, you see me.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I just couldn't. I was like,
You
whatever,
know,
you know.
I've run comp and I main Reinhardt. I run Reinhardt a lot, and I get Ryan, can you switch to that tank? And if I think it's a good swap, I'll go to it. But if not, I'll go no. I'll run this hero because of this and that. You know, and then I will write DPS. We need this because so and so's not working because it's not defensive enough or it's not aggressive enough. And usually people listen. Usually they'll listen. Other times they basically go, no, fuck off, fuck you, get better.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
essentially what they tell you, which does suck because it's like you're trying to help your team, but you can only you're only as strong as your weakest link. Literally quote him snap yesterday. Like you can only be as good as the lowest elo player on your team. As much as you can try and drag them up, it's up to them to do their part at the same time.
That's why like those games are very team based. So I think definitely it's like one of those people or the people that have like the ego of one tricking a character no matter what and how bad they are. It's like you tell them to get off and they're just taking it the wrong way, and next you know they're just throwing the fucking team. That's like a
Yeah,
4v5.
don't get me wrong. At times when you one trick it can work. Sometimes they do absolute god's work. Don't get me wrong. It's like Junkrat players. I don't like Junkrat that much, but like the one tricks, like who pour hundreds if not thousands of hours into them, they're like fucking Einsteins at this point, man. But when Junkrat's not working, they'll go to Soldier and then they can't do anything because they're so in tune with Junkrat.
It's always good to have like two or three other uh characters that you know how to play like really well, or kind of just read the room and see what they're playing so you can counter and try to annoy them. Like if somebody's playing Winston, you play Reaper. If they have somebody with like Pharah, you play fucking Soldier or Cassidy. Stuff like that. But people have like the ego where they don't want to swaps no matter what.
Hmm.
You know.
This is question here. Would you return to Overwatch temporarily, or are you going to stay in Fortnite?
Ooh, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. I don't know. There's a lot of catching up on Overwatch since I haven't played in maybe 3 years now. So there is a definitely like a big gap on because I know there's a couple characters now that I don't. I've
Yeah.
stopped.
Hmm.
I think it was after that one girl that like drills or I
Oh, yeah,
forgot. I
Venture.
don't know her name. Yeah, 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 like yeah, like before she even got released, that's when I left. So,
So
um,
in terms of new heroes, the ones you've missed, there's Venture Freya, who's basically a Widow Ash hybrid, whose zoom in shot slows momentum and hits for 90 damage a shot. And there's also the new support Juno, and then we've also got Hazard for a new tank. And next season, we're also getting a new hero, a new DPS, I believe.
eh, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, and there's also like new game modes and stuff that I completely am
Yeah.
out of. So it's like I have, and then I think abilities too, right? Like now people have different
So
abilities they
we
can
also we
attach.
also yeah we also now have map voting. So you can now vote for maps that you want. So if you don't want to do push, you don't have to do push. You can vote it. There's hero bans and comp, which is why Summer is basically in a persistent purgatory of absolute hell and never getting played. Same with Zarya, essentially. Those two are just near in a constant purgatory. They're never played because of how much people just ban them and hate them.
I mean, yeah, when there's a meta going on. I mean, same with Marvel. Like you'll have like the specific people that like when Marvel first came out, people were banning Winter Soldier, because he was able to repeat his ult like if he gets a
Easily, yeah.
kill off of something.
If it's just
Um, it
continuous.
was it was either that or like they'll ban Wolverine, or if they find out certain like in the high ranks when you have like people on YouTube or Twitch streamers that are actually like really good at like if they have a like I think it was a guy named his name's Team Captain. He's good with Captain America. If they see his name in Marvel while he play,
Yeah, they just
ban him
ban them.
automatically.
Yeah.
They'll ban like the Wolverine if they see some I forgot the guy's name that plays like mains Wolverine. I think his name's Team Captain. Yeah, yeah, my bad. So it's like stuff like that. You're always gonna have like the specific people that are too OP that they're gonna ban. I mean, people were banning Storm when fucking she got a buff. People were banning Luna in the beginning before anything happened. People were banning Wolverine because he shreds fucking tanks. He does a certain percentage of damage. He doesn't do consistent damage.
consistent damage.
So
It's
yeah, so
uh,
it's like you rather just shred tanks because he does the same percentage damage, right? So you can like even if they have a giant health bar, you take a certain percentage off that health bar. You don't do like a damage number. So
yeah, it's also I
it-
believe at one point people were just spam banning Spider-Man the moment they saw Necros as well because he inspired
there
a
you
whole
go.
controversy as well.
There
Um,
you go.
just for
That
saying
guy too.
support's the easiest in the game. It's apart from likes of Zarya and Sombra, who would you realistically think is one of the more banned heroes out there in comp in terms of the tank role?
In, Marvel?
I know in Overwatch. So in terms of
Oh
Overwatch,
my God.
who do you
Um,
realistically think would be the two higher banned ones? And no, it's not,
like,
and it's not Malga before you say anything, because Malga is actually in a really balanced spot at the moment in time.
oh really?
Yeah,
Okay. Um, Orisa.
Arisa is actually quite a heavily banned hero. Um,
Okay.
People ban Arisa because she's just a tank. She just stands there. She's the definition of block shit, absorb shit. Ramatra is also pretty banned at times, but people heavily sleep on Ramatra due to how strong he is. It's
I would
te-
say the both of
well,
them. Either.
he in his annihilation form or his big man form, as I call it, it's 75 damage per punch. And then what he can do is he can get one rotation out of it, pop his ult, wait his ult all out, end his ult, then go back in his big man form. So he gets three rotations out in a very short span. So people ban him, but they don't ban him as much as Orisa because everyone hates Orisa. But to get rid of Orisa, just grab Zen.
Yeah, I think when Orisa got the buff, that's when I think it was also during that time when I think a lot of hit scan characters or a lot of projectiles got
Yeah,
a bigger
a
a
global
bigger
chance buff.
hitbox. So
Yeah,
yeah. So like
I think they've slightly changed that and tuned that over time. The DBS passive has also been buffed again, so now reduces income healing. I think it's like 30% now.
yeah, so it's like yeah, I'm assuming Ramantra and Orisa are probably the biggest two tanks there. I don't think any
Yeah.
other tank is very
Um,
like maybe Hog. I don't know. Hog is very
Hog's not
annoying.
that banned because people could run Anna and Malga if Anna's not being banned. But at the same time, Diva, if Diva's heavily slept on in terms of bans because Diva is a very good tank if done by the right player. Because there's some
Yes.
because of Diva's movement, she's got a perk that basically as long as she hits someone, her boost keeps going, essentially.
Really?
I believe I believe that's the perk. And that's I don't play Diva, so you know.
Yeah.
Um,
So does every character have like a specific
e-
passive? Because I know.
each role has their own passives, and each character will have certain passives in there. By well, but the perks, every character has four perks, two minor, two minor, two major. You pick one major, one minor. So like for Rex or Reinhardt, um, more you stun people, the more overcharge you can get with your fire strikes. So if you stun a couple of people, you can get maybe 3 or 4 fire strikes off. Or you pull out your shield and your passive for healing comes back 75% quicker, which is his minor. And then the major, his major passive is he can have a shield bash like Brig, which is kind of mid as fuck in my opinion.
Oh,
Um,
really? That sounds OP, but I guess
it's kind of mid in my opinion. Like someone who plays Reinhardt quite aggressively, it's kind of useless to me. Or the one I like
right.
to go for is one that when each time if you charge someone, you pin someone, and you deal damage, Reinhardt gets overhealth for that. Reinhardt gets more health back in terms of the help with survivability because all the time after you charge on Rein, you're usually quite low.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And
So
your boy Soldier, he got some good treatment there as well. So, um, what would realistically do you think one of his perks should be?
soldier?
Yeah,
Shit. I would assume maybe like it would have to be something with him sprinting a little bit faster if he gets shot at,
you're
or
you're
an extra jump if anything, or I don't.
you're right on the sprint part. kind of. So soldiers gets a perk where he can run faster and reload while running. So you no longer have to
That
stop running while reloading. You can run and just reload. There's also one where it helps his biotic field for his allies. Or you get one where he basically gets a mini Kitsune rush.
you get to mini what?
A mini Kitsune, a mini Kiriko, essentially.
Oh, really?
So you press a button, you take a bit of damage, and then your firing's a lot faster for a short period of time. So it used to anti you, but now it only deals damage. So people combo that with Kitsune and Visor, which
That's nasty.
which is essentially it's along the same lines as Bastion's fire.
Ye- That's pretty fucking nasty. It's like pretty much having
Yeah.
aimbot and just
And then
a.
Bastion also got self healing back.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I think Bastion was in a bad spot. I think
They actually reduced the
like
size.
of his hitbox.
Yeah, they made them smaller by 10%.
Oh, really?
So it's a bit. So, yep. He's got self healing. His bomb can do more. It can has greater knockback. There's no damage to him. He has more health when he's in his alt form, so he can't be killed as easy. Or the two major ones, which are really dicey. One's just stupidly strong. His healing, self healing, resource bar, although, and then he can basically shoot bombs.
So he doesn't have to be in a like the tank form from
Yeah, pretty
Overwatch
much.
League.
Pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
he basically becomes junk ground steroids essentially.
For a period of time, or is it
Yeah, at first, no. So basically, his A10 Warhog mode, as I call it, that gets replaced with him shooting bombs in that mode. So that
oh
mode in
shit.
the Reinhardt cinematic, you see, that mode he has as a
Yeah.
major perk.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so each hero has their own perks, and they'll be rotating perks out every a couple of seasons or some shit, and they balance the perks quite regularly in mid seasons and season updates. So overall, Overwatch is in probably its best state at the current moment in time.
I think it was. I would. I would. They're probably trying to get. I mean, I know Overwatch was like in a bad state from like I loved Overwatch, so I didn't have like an issue with it. But I know like ever since Marvel came out, I think they were just Overwatch was like in a bad spot where they're trying to pump out a lot of things, like a lot of content, a lot of like back to 6v6, and then they had like passive, and they have like extra abilities, and people now can switch abilities, and people could do different things now. It's like, oh my God. And then now there's I guess a new competitive mode. I don't I
Stadium,
yeah.
which is
It was just
basically you get so many. You can basically make Reinhardt or I think have over 1,000 health essentially,
peace, man.
so you can upgrade your hero. It's a really good mode. It's currently comp only, but they are working on making a quick buy version of it, which is really
Right.
good. But that mode can't. The mode's quite a long one. It could last for a while. But realistically, Overwatch is in its best state because of Marvel Rivals. Because
Yeah,
Rivals
that's
came
true.
around and gave them competition. So I honestly, at the end of the day, I think we have Marvel Rivals to thank for Blizzard kind of going, oh shit, we better do something because we're in jeopardy at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, as a fucking, last minute response where they're like, oh, well, the community wanted all this, but we never gave it to them. And now it's like, now there's another game that came out and everybody's rushing to it because it's a free fucking game, and it's just like, oh, let me respond and just, give out so much updates. And Overwatch was like, let's do this, let's do that, I should listen to the community, go back to 6v6. And I mean, I guess to overall like answer your question on Overwatch, would I ever go back? Um, probably would. I'll have to like re-download it and then
You
see how it is.
beat your ass again while you're on ball down a break, that would happen again.
That shit, yeah, nah.
You're not gonna win them.
I'll stick with Soldier and
Yeah,
Cassidy.
no, I was in practice range with my mates, open death match, and then one went Macho, one went Jungle Queen. They both got folded, and they just came out, nah,
Even Jungle Queen.
yeah, we're like, nah, we're not fucking with him. So my friends know not to mess with him. It's awesome.
Yeah,
But
that's funny.
I think how long I don't know how long this interview's been, but a good bit, a good while I'd say. So do you have anything? We'll wrap it up here. Do you have anything final to say?
Nah, bro, just thanks for having me. I mean, if you have any more questions, feel free, man. I'm open. I'm
Yeah,
an
no
open
problem.
book.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So yeah, go. I'll link his stuff in the description below and go check him out. And if you don't, I swear to God, I will come into your house with my Reinhardt hammer and smash your head in.
Jesus Christ, bro. All right, I guess so. I guess I'll act up right this time.